Welcome to Take Two Radio. We are pleased to bring you interviews with people in the entertainment and music industry, discussions and recaps of the 4 remaining daytime soaps. That's The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives, as well as various other shows. For upcoming and previous shows, check take2radio.com. That's with the number 2. And you can find us on Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and other streaming apps. Follow us on social media at Take2 Radio, and thanks for listening.
Hey, good evening, everybody. This is David for Take2 Radio Soaps and Review, and I have my team all together. Are you ready, team?
We are ready.
Ready.
Yay! We have CAROLYN, we have CANDICE, and we have Anthony. Welcome, everybody. And I just want to say we're saying our prayers for our Miss Pam so she can get better soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is a strange show for us tonight, being that we don't have a guest tonight. And it's probably the first one in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, it has been a while. Candace, you did Michael Swan 2 weeks ago, so that was our last one.
Yep.
And
that was fun.
So, and that seemed to be a good interview with us. So why don't we just get started? And Anthony, you want to start with days for CAROLYN?
Oh, well, absolutely.
Welcome
well,
back, Anthony. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm not my usual self. I'm still a little tired. But I'm thank you.
Well, I saw your post with your baby there.
Yeah, she's finally home. Oh, I missed her so much. But she's punishing me. Like, she'll only get on the bed. She's only gotten on the bed in the middle of the night, or, like I'm still getting the cat cold shoulder.
Oh, have you boosted up the treats?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. She comes up for treats, but then does the whole I'm getting all that's not enough, and gets right off the bed. But
it never is.
No. But bringing it back to the soap world, is there any cats in the soap world? Actually, let's think about that for a second.
Yeah, there is. Well, one just died.
Who's that? Why do I not know this?
It was Zoe's cat.
Yeah.
On B&B.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
On National Kitty Cat Day. Yep.
Yeah.
Very
Oh.
On National Kitty Cat Day. Yeah. It was hard.
So, Dave, CAROLYN, what are you loving and maybe not so much loving right now on Days?
Oh my goodness, I loved Will today. Did everyone watch it?
Yes,
I didn't see today.
Yes, it was very touching with Will today.
Can't wait to see that.
The wedding was today.
Yeah, the wedding, and I'll give you the upside and the downside. I really wasn't thrilled with the vows that went on. I almost fell asleep. The vows were too long.
They're
Does anyone agree?
I don't know. I was
asleep.
asleep.
The vows. Oh, there.
I will make a point to let you know
okay.
when I watch it, but I know myself. If you're saying it, I will probably be hitting fast forward.
I didn't mind it. I think those were. I mean, to be completely honest, I thought the fact that they gave the lines to them And it was like a real wedding. It literally this week, I applaud Days of Our Lives because Lord knows we needed this in the soap world. We needed something, a huge event with two iconic characters, and I thought the vows was beautiful. I'm going to steal them whenever I get married. That's going to be a very long, very, very long time, you guys. So just giving a heads up.
And how do we feel? How do we feel about the Susan? Pop up.
I think Stacey's doing a pretty good job.
I have to say I think so too. Those are some huge stilettos to try to put on.
Yeah.
Miss Davidson, created a cast of Kristen, Susan, Dee, and the others that I really would be shivering to try to recreate. And I give her props. I think she's doing a really good job, actually.
Yeah, big stilettos too. So I agree.
Go ahead, Carolyn.
I said big stilettos to Phil. I agree.
What I'm not loving so much right now is the build up to Steve's exit story. It doesn't have a lot of flavor. Like, it doesn't feel real. I for lack of a better way of putting it. It feels manufactured.
But he's not going away. Did I hear somewhere that he's going to be charged with espionage and they're just going to take him, arrest him, and take him away? So it's not like carved in stone that he's gone forever.
I didn't hear that.
That's the rumor that's going around right now on social media that next Friday, which is August 31st, we're not even going to see this. We're just going to hear about it. We're not even going to see Stephen Nichols next Friday. So the way that they're saying it is that we find out via spoiler alert that through Kayla or somebody that Patch gets arrested for espionage. And that means that either tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe Thursday is the very last time we see Stephen Nichols on Days face-wise, body-wise. Because all this is supposed to happen off-screen.
And then is that how Paul leaves? He goes chasing after Steve, or does anyone know? Because he's leaving as well, right?
Well, this is the crazy thing. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
He has left the building already.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he didn't leave the air yet, so I don't know when his last air date is.
Right. But with Stephen Nichols, I think everybody saw it around September, but it's apparently next Friday. So, and you're right. You watch this wedding, and you're watching icons, and you see Kayla and Patch, but it's like when I was watching the scenes with John and Patch and everything, and I'm like, wow, like next week, like the reality finally hit me. I'm like, ooh, okay, Yeah.
He's finally bonded with Marlena again, and now Steve is going to be gone. But then that leaves room for Will and Sonny, as Paul is leaving as well.
I love that it leaves room for Will and Sonny, I have to say. I really enjoyed Will and Paul. But I secretly was waiting for the memories to come back, or, whatever was going to be that they would find their way back to each other.
They did a fabulous job today, showing their wedding and their vows.
Yeah.
And then Will, his memories coming back, and he was crying, and then but Sonny was in having a shot of tequila and ripped up the picture, but you'll enjoy today, Anthony, for sure. I found it very, very, very good, very well done today.
How do we feel about Eric and Jennifer?
I like
no comment. No comment.
Okay. See, I'll make the comment. It just
Go
it's
ahead.
another kind of. It doesn't fall. It doesn't give me thrills.
No. No.
They seem like they're together for a lack of anyone else being around for either of them.
Yeah.
The writing, I don't know. The writing has been so good in so many areas that these two pieces of the puzzle, Steve's exit. I mean, he's an iconic character. For them to write him off this way is really bothering me. And then we have Eric and Jennifer, who are also, for all intents and purposes, iconic characters, who are given this play material that, it just doesn't feel. I mean, they're both powerhouse actors. They can really
for me. Yeah, for me.
Yeah, they can really put it out there when given the right material, and it doesn't feel.
Yeah,
it just doesn't. Yeah.
We're just probably waiting for it, but I do like them together.
Yeah, I like them too. I like the fact that Eric is bringing Jennifer out of that slump that she was in for so long, just in like old Mother May, and kind of giving her like a little life. Like she's supposed to be this. I mean, she's gorgeous, but to give her some kind of personality. And vice versa. I mean, hello, it's Greg Vaughn. So anytime he's on, I'm good.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I
think it's Eve that's giving her the spark.
Yeah. I mean,
she's really going after her big time.
I think because we all know who's coming back is this is where it's like, okay, this is the setup, and now we're going to get ready for their moment, because their moment is going to happen when Jack comes back, when Nicole comes back. We're going to see what does Jennifer really want. Does she want to move on, or is she still attached to the past in a way?
Anyone know how they're bringing Jack back?
I would like to know
Anthony?
that myself, actually.
I would like to know that myself. No, they've been very tight-lipped on this. And honestly, I have to say, there's been so many returns from the dead. Days and General Hospital are the two, I mean, if I lived in Salem, I'd be at the funeral going, oh, don't worry, they'll be back in a year or two. Oh, stop crying. But, he's been
resurrected somehow.
This will be his, fourth return from the dead?
Yes,
so,
Yep. Get my tweet.
This one really better be good. And honestly, no matter what, if Jen falls right back into it, that's going to be horrible writing too. I mean, it really should be like, who the hell are you, and why did you even bother coming back again?
What is that easy for them?
Yeah. Look at what your daughter's been
He died
through.
He died in the elevator. Did they have a funeral for him? I don't even remember.
I don't even
remember. Find him?
I don't
remember.
They
had a funeral? All right, now let's get to the heart. Well, not the heart of the show, but for me right now, what definitely keeps me coming back, Ben and the cereal box. Was that not awesome?
Did you see that?
The serial killer, supposedly, and some of his victims are coming back shortly too. Eating, that was just days. Kudos, and what's his name in real life?
Robert Scott.
Robert
Scott.
Yeah, Robert Willis.
I wanted to say Robert Scott Palmer, but I know it's Robert. Oh my God, did he not come back with a vengeance? He is. He is just throwing it down.
They went crazy on Twitter. The serial killer with the cereal box.
The Applejack box was just too much. I'm like, are you really serious about this? I'm like, okay, all right. And it looked like And the sad part is, I don't know if he was ad-libbing or what, because I'm like, okay, there's no way you can act like that with eating cereal. Like, I'm like,
mentioning
my
the
God.
cereal. No, they say he has a sense of humor.
So do you guys feel there's equal pull between Ben and Sierra and Trip and Sierra?
No. No.
That was a joke, right?
Yeah.
That was a joke.
No, that was a serious question.
That was a serious question. That's right. Professional, Candice. Be professional.
No, it's Ben all the way.
I'm interested. I will say this. Days has made me invested and interested in this. You know, technically speaking, they're not even a couple yet. That's the crazy part, is that they're still tiptoeing around a romance. You know, not saying that Days would do this, but if Days really don't fully intend to go there with them after the build-up, I will be surprised. I would be shocked if they do that. Like, oh, by the way, we're not going to have them as a romantic pair. They're dynamite. They're done. Do you hear me? They're dynamite. And this is the couple. I will just say it. They're the couple that's going to take Days into 2019. They're already doing it right now. You know, the setup, the build, the fan base. I mean, everybody is talking about these two characters. These are the reasons why Days is where they're at right now. You're seeing the chemistry. You're seeing, you know, for us soul fans who remember Robert from Price is Right and All My Children Online, we're seeing him grow into a leading man. And like, you know, she's a newcomer to this. So to see her take on an iconic role, because she is an iconic child of a super couple, this is brilliant. I mean, they're taking their time. They're putting some sense of humor. They're having him, you know, kind of not. He's seeking forgiveness, but some people aren't going to forgive him, and that's fine. Not all soaps need those kind of characters where everything is hum-diddly-do, we're forgiving you, da-da-da-da. You need that angst. You need that set. I applaud Dave for this, because I haven't felt this way since Carl and Carl and Rachel since Another World. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, hopefully the powers that be are on track, and they know what we know, or see what we see.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to think Ron does.
Yeah.
And he does his homework.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How did you guys like the entrance?
The chase is better. The chase is better.
Yes.
Than once they get there.
Yeah. Better than the kill.
Not always. Not always. I mean, you know, Sonny and Carly General Hospital is a perfect example of the chase being as good as when they got there. You know, Sierra's mother, Bo and Hope. The chase was just as good as the romance. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, all we can do is hope. How did you like the entrance of Sammy today?
Oh, my God. Wait. I want to have a moment, because I think everybody was relieved that we didn't have a One Life to Live moment where Sammy comes in and says she's pregnant and then drops. Thank you, Ron, for listening to us. No baby.
Yeah, either pregnant.
I know
either pregnant with or a baby in her arms.
I know. There was all that rumor going around that Sammy was going to return with Rafe's baby.
Yeah.
But
I had hope.
Now, why
honestly,
would she not want John to marry Marlena? What's that about?
Mm-hmm.
She said you can't marry him.
Something's going on. Knowing Sammy, something's going on. Something's about to go down with Sammy. When Sammy Brady comes back to town, Yeah, when Sammy comes in and tries to interrupt the wedding, iconic one at that, something's about to happen. Where's EJ? Where is he?
Mm-hmm.
Could that be?
Yeah.
Are we going to see Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
We are definitely going to see Kristen. Yeah.
I'm getting excited talking about this.
Yeah, very, very interesting this week.
Well, Days has definitely captured the magic. Just quickly, because I did miss a bunch of shows while I was up at the camp. Where does JJ and Lonnie stand right now?
No, Lonnie's kind of back and forth with Eli. It's hard to say. She's torn. Eli's trying to be nice, and it's back and forth.
They kiss.
Okay.
Yeah.
They kissed again?
Yeah.
They haven't really been focusing much on them as much as, right now the hot stories is the wedding, the return, Ben and Sierra, and I guess they're going to have more. Yeah, Kate.
Kate, yeah.
I went over my replays, and what happened to the lawyer? I saw that she had the gun.
Yeah.
I know. What did I miss?
Nothing. They didn't show
nothing.
anything.
They haven't told us.
Yeah, the gun was laying on the desk. But did she shoot him? She aimed at him, but then it was. I said, I must have missed something, and then she was there having a drink. So, don't know what she did with him.
I guess we'll find out after.
She put the gun back in the case, and that was it. But what happened to him? Where is he?
Well, he's off.
Labor Day week.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Did she shoot him?
Your guess is
I thought
as
they were
going
to pan to the floor. Yeah. When she was having her brandy, I thought they were going to pan to the floor and he was going to be on the floor, but no, she just put the gun in the suitcase and closed it up, and that was it. So don't know what happened to him. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. And kudos to them for that too. It got kind of lost in the shuffle of everything going on this week. But that's definitely going to be an interesting storyline to play out too.
Has anyone seen the trailers? Who's coming in the mask? Did you recognize the person, the body coming in? Has anyone seen the trailer?
With the rat face?
Yeah, at the wedding.
With the tuxedo. That was remember that was the dream sequence that Marlena was having?
That was a dream sequence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I said, on social media, I said Days of Our Lives, hands down, should get an Emmy for their promo because that was classic 90s style promo. Making you think, they're using dream sequence. Bold does it too sometimes with the dream sequence being a part of the promo, and you're trying to figure out, oh my God, who is that coming back? And oh my gosh, Ron, Sherry, and Ryan, kudos to all of y'all over at Days for that, because Abe's speech, when he was like, is anybody, want to interrupt double possession? Does anybody want to ride on a motorcycle? He was just naming everything that could possibly, except for coming back from the dead, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm like, wow. I'm like, 20 years of Days of Our Lives in a recap at weddings. Thank you.
Oh, that was some. That scared the Jesus out of me.
I'm like, they got the freaking QVC doll. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, come on, NBC, come through and go back to NBCshop.com where you can get your own limited edition Deidre Hall doll. And so like, because I saw that. I did see that in the promo. I'm like, wait a minute. They have the Deidre Hall doll from QVC and the hourglass. Yeah. Oh, my God. When Cecil said, stands through the hourglass, I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, oh, my gosh. It was so good. They did good this week.
God.
It's not even Friday yet.
Well, kudos to them also. You know, John and Marlena have a huge history, but it hasn't felt this time around. It hasn't felt like it was played well. They didn't. They finally got the respect that they deserve as the iconic super couple that they are. And I think a lot of viewers that have come to Days in the last 10 years don't really know the magic of John and Marlena. So kudos to Ron for taking a moment. You know, he does love his soap history. He does his homework. Mm-hmm. Kudos to him for for really giving current Days fans a nice way of learning the history without being boring or without being that whole flashback thing that soaps usually use can be very tedious. So.
Right. I mean, you gotta give it up to Sherry Anderson because she was, at Days during the 80s when, it was big hair and the super couples, Bo Hope, John Marlena. And, of course, with Ron, I mean, look who his teacher was, Agnes Nixon. So, of course, he would get, schooled on that. And Ryan Quad for giving some flair, and Sonia, director, I got to give everybody kudos over there because they took the time. That's what I think we're all appreciating is they took the time with the history, the development of these characters that are connected to John and Marlena, the good times between Patch and John, just the makeup. Seriously, I want to know, really, can Valerie do my makeup too? Like, if I get a black eye? No?
Yeah.
I mean, those little moments that is gonna that's how you do a soap wedding. It's not always about the drama. It's just the moments, the memories, the flashbacks. Yeah.
Well, I was hoping they were going to have a nice long relationship with Abe and Valerie, but that doesn't seem to. That's not going to fly. I think they're really good together.
Does
anybody know if Marilyn McCool is going to perform their song tomorrow or anything? Because that would be it. If they get the original, because Marilyn McCool sung their wedding song, their theme, right?
Yeah.
30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think, if Days does that, then everybody's going to cry, including me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marilyn played Lonnie's mother.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember that.
This is the first time I'm actually enjoying that. I think you just said something about the generation. I only saw the first wedding on social media, on YouTube and stuff. So this was my first time really seeing, everything, just being present and just wow, this is soap. This is a soap couple that stood the test of time. That is still from the jump a part of the original super couple class.
Way back when it was epic. Mm-hmm. It was. She looked spectacular.
That headpiece.
Yeah.
That headpiece.
Yeah. That headpiece had its own dressing room.
Yeah. It should be in Smithsonian or something like that.
Yeah.
Carolyn, is there anything else, Days, that we missed?
Let me see. So, I think, do we come, Chad and Abigail are back and forth.
No, that's kind of on the back burner this week. There wasn't much there. I don't. they've kind of, I don't know, they've lost it with that.
Not much has Stefan.
Yeah.
Okay.
When the sequel's going to come out, and that's got to be Gabby.
I'm going to go back to something that I'm going to go back to something that I brought up a couple of shows ago. Do you guys still feel that pull between Stefan and Kayla?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't imagining it. It's there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there next Friday. $20 say he's behind this whole thing with Patch.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Because if these, first and foremost, when I saw it on social media, the first thing I said was, okay, this is a crappy way of getting him out off the show. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Then I was like, all right. I'm like, Candice, you've been watching soaps long enough to know blackmail, and blackmail. I'm like, okay, if Days does this, that means we are going to get maybe a possible, I ain't saying this is going to happen, but there could be a romantic situation between those two characters. We all know Mary Beth and Tyler Christopher have the chemistry.
Yeah.
We all watched it. I don't know, because actually when I watched the scenes again with them, I did notice, I was like, oh yeah, the spark is still there. Are they going to match? Are they going to light it up? And if they do, Dave's fans ain't ready for that. I don't think they're ready for that.
No.
Well, Chad and Abby fans are.
Right now, Chad and me, we're on our out right now. Me and Chad, we're not talking together right now. We're not friends right now. We're not talking to each other. Nope.
What?
Yeah. When does
You're not talking to any Chad and Abby friends?
Or the old Abigail? When does she come back?
I heard
Next
November.
Week?
Yeah,
I
heard the end of October, beginning of November.
November sweeps. Bam.
But they've been taping. They've been taping, right? Because she's on Instagram, and there's all kinds of,
Yeah, they've already.
She dropped the wig thing.
Okay.
I love that she dropped the wig thing.
And then did you notice something in that picture? No baby bump. Unless she just tried it on, and I guess Abby still be. Well, then again, girl acts like she's 6 months instead of 6 weeks. So.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 days after,
the baby
and then she's all Well, maybe she's having twins.
Oh Lord. Well.
But I do have a question for Anthony.
Yes.
Anthony, a couple of shows ago, you brought up a Brian DiTillo item that you weren't, you couldn't report on yet because you didn't have authority yet. Is there any movement?
Brian DiTillo is coming to General Hospital. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a for sure.
It's a for sure. He's coming to General Hospital, and he's coming big. He's coming in a big way. I will probably not the next show. Probably not our next show, but the show after that, I'll be able to say a lot. Yeah.
You'll be able to say more in the end of September.
Our second show in September, I'll be able to say a lot more.
Well, I have a feeling who he's playing.
Good guy, bad guy?
Unknown.
Oh.
Oh gosh. This
hopefully bad guy. Hopefully bad guy, because I think he can pull that off.
Why do I have a feeling I know who?
You too, Candice. If you're thinking the way I think you would be thinking, just say
I'm thinking. No, because they'll give it up.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I have no idea.
It's one of the top. Wait, can I just say it's one of the top 10 characters people probably would want to see back on GH?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You're
okay.
All right. And all of you know what? Let's play a game with our listeners.
Okay.
Message us if you think you know who it is. And I promise, if you hit the nail on the head, I will tell you.
Yep.
Is it going to be a juicy part?
I might even do this. It might be the top. Let's just go there. It might be the top 5 characters people would want to see back on General Hospital. And you got to really, truly think.
No, you're saying he's a recast of a favorite.
That's what I'm being told. Yes, sir, Bob.
Mm-hmm. And you got to look at Candace.
Carolyn?
Look at Candace right now.
You start videotaping.
You know that I like Brian, so I'll have to keep an eye on this.
The sad part is I can actually see him in this role.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we did an interview with him. Yeah, we did an interview with him. What, David? Year and a half ago.
Geez,
he's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he truly hasn't been used. To his full capacity at days ever. Back in the Sammy Austin, Lucas days, it came close. There were moments between him and Kate. Yeah, there are moments in the years between him and Kate that brought out his. But no, they haven't used him to his potential.
Will's death should have been his Emmy submission. It should have been about him. It's not him all the way, but just to showcase his acting. Oh my gosh, I'm congratulations for GH.
Yeah, last year he did fabulous. With
the
alcoholism and his acting was superb. So hopefully this is gonna shine the light and he'll just take it to the next level. Sounds good.
Cool.
I look forward.
I guess that's a good segue to go into General Hospital.
To GH.
There we go. Yeah.
Yep. That's a good one.
Okay. A note that I don't think, really was recognized well on social media. I just have to say, with all that's going on with General Hospital, I absolutely loved the soft moment between Monica, the real Monica, because as much as, Patty, she's a great person, but she just wasn't Monica to me.
Right.
That soft moment between Monica and Carly, and then the follow-through with Michael after Monica left for the hospital was amazing.
Yes.
It gave a great segue into, I learned something from all this, but I'm still Carly. This is still General Hospital. And I just don't think it was recognized, so I definitely wanted to take the moment tonight to shine a light on that.
I hope there's some peace.
Having said all that, I listened to the Soap Opera Digest blog with Colonier, Chloe, right before. I didn't listen to it when it aired. I just listened to it literally the night of her last air date.
Right.
So I didn't realize that basically she's leaving with the idea of coming back as a recurring character. So there's not going to be a Nell recast, and there is definitely more Nell in the future, which has been shaded and hinted at. So not even hinted at. I mean, it's right there.
Oh, they better.
So I'm really, really glad, and my brain is a little less fogged on the idea of them trying to recast that character.
Well, they had better, because one, Chase needs to be left off the hook. No one is blaming him for the baby's death except him.
I'd like to say that that's fodder. But honestly, what else are they going to do with him right at the moment? I love the idea that, it's eventually going to be revealed that he's Finn's son, but they can't do it right now because Finn off playing doctor with Anna. For all puns intended right there. Every single pun that you can think of is intended in that statement.
They're Finn is really playing doctor with Anna.
They got to find out what woman, they're going to throw him with. He's got chemistry with Maxie, and now it seems there's a bit of chemistry there with Lulu. Quite honestly, I mean, they could throw him with Monica and make it work, I think, personally, because he's just so adorable. He really is so adorable. I think, he's
likable, he's expressive.
Yeah.
Which means they're going to ruin him.
He's what I wanted Griffin to be when Griffin first came on. They really botched Griffin, in my eyes. But that's besides the point. But they do need to build some chemistry with him, not Nell related.
Right.
I agree with that. I don't think he's a cop, so Maxie has a history with cops. Lulu, technically she's not divorced, so,
I wouldn't want to put in with his partner's wife.
Right. But this is General Hospital, so
right.
I don't think. I mean, we also got. I think Valerie's coming back, but we don't know what her storyline's going to be.
Yeah, they could put her with Christina.
You got Kiki. Yeah, they got Kiki because Kiki, she better not end up pregnant. They, what? General Hospital needs to build their younger set, like the 20, the 35 bracket a little bit, because there's really nobody.
Well,
unless you voice Serena Baldwin.
There is, because he did voice his opinion on social media that he wants to be paired with Kiki.
See? Well, yeah, I mean, them being in pictures together. I mean, talk about, again, just looking at them on not really, they had moments, but just people are just so supportive of them hooking up. I mean, it's an epidemic, you guys.
They would look so pretty together.
They would.
They really would. They'd make pretty babies. Ooh, but anyway.
We went to the baby. Okay.
Does anybody feel the magic between Drew and Margot?
You want the honest answer?
Okay, because my honest answer is no.
I don't
feel forced and contrived.
And I think that's what Drew wants. He doesn't really want a relationship with her. He's just digging. He's just playing with his shovel and digging around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's looking for any.
I'm going to be the first one to say it. I don't think that they even at this point have a Jason, Drew finish line.
Well, according to Frank, in an interview, he said that they're going to continue it.
What else can he say? Honestly, I don't think it definitely did not hit the highlight that they expected it to. Steve Burton's return. I mean, most of us are glad he's back, but it really didn't. It didn't hit it the way any of us would have wanted, or at least true, longtime General fans.
Right. Yeah.
And they let it linger for too long, overshadowing with the Heinrich and all of that. So now nobody's invested in it anymore.
I tapped out.
Yeah, exactly. I tapped out quite a while ago. And it's kind of sad because that was touted to be, I mean, it did kind of come across all canvas, but not in the way they said, not in the way that they alluded us to think it was going to. Which is a big letdown. The only upside for me, besides Steve Burton being back, is that it brought Anna back to to the forefront for a while, and anything that gives Finola some screen time is okay in my book.
True.
I mean, if they brought the alien back, I'd be okay with it as long as she was part of the storyline.
Don't say that. Don't say that. It might happen. I'm going to say I agree to 110%. I mean, like you said, they built everything up on the return of Steve Burton and B. Jason Morgan. They gave Billy Miller the opportunity to, develop a character that's still not fully developed, because it's going to be a year soon that we still don't have his memories. And I do like Elizabeth and Billy. I've loved them since All My Children, and of course, Young-and-the-Restless. And of course, you asked about Drew and Maxie. I'm not buying it because I already know that these actors have chemistry. But if you're going to try to sell this on General Hospital in the midst of all the mess that's going on, I can't fully be invested because I already know that this is a plot. I already know that somehow, some way it's going to get botched. I already know it's like, okay, how come she knows she has the memories and he doesn't yet? Like, it's been a year almost, and you mean to tell me you don't have an ending to this chapter that you had in the beginning of towards the end of last year? And of course, like you said, with the whole Peter storyline, that was the umbrella story of 2017. Coming over to this year. And to me, there was such potential with this story. There was such potential. I mean, look who was a part of it. And for it to drop, like you said, I'm just like, okay, can Drew just get bopped over his head and all of a sudden he gets his memories back, or do we have to go to iTunes, Google Play to get them? I don't understand. Like, why can't this man have his memories back? Like, what's the hold up? And who is she? Like, who's next? Because they're going to relate her to somebody. She's either going to be Nina's daughter, somebody that Sonny dealt with, a Cassadon, or somebody else.
Yeah, she's got to be somebody. We know she can't be Nina's daughter. I mean, that would just, age-wise, it would just, there's going upstairs and coming down 2 weeks later, 10 years older, but, that just wouldn't, she was
Well, then again, I mean, take a look at what they did with Peter. Peter's supposed to be older than Robin. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan apparently is older than Michael now, or Michael's, oh my gosh, don't get me started on that.
Spencer is still 10.
Yep.
480.
Supposedly. Okay. So my question is, what is Margot's agenda? Is she related to the guy who's buried under Charlie's?
That'd be interesting, but I think that would be a cop-out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping she's like Reese's long lost sister, or something juicy, like Faith. Remember Faith? Like Faith's illegitimate daughter, or I'm hoping it's something
Anthony
juicy.
Anthony, dig deep. Because I thought about this. That's why I said somehow she's connected to Sonny, because like she said, she wants to take Sonny down. Let's think about, it's Maurice Bernard's anniversary, 25 years. In the 25-year history, let's list some of his top people that wanted to bring him down.
Alcazar?
Joseph Sorrell is one of them, too. You got Alcazar. Like, I wouldn't think that she's an older version of Lila Ray. That would make no sense to me whatsoever, because Drew and her would be related, one. Two, I'm just connecting it. Like, this is General Hospital, so it has to be somebody that we don't know, but we know who they're connected to. Yeah, I was thinking about Charlie, the pub. I was like, but it's such a build-up right now. Like, So, I don't know. But I think Joseph Sorrell, because that would be somehow, like, what was her name? What was Joseph's daughter's name? Angel, right? Angel Sorrell, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that her name?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I need to not be a soap writer right now because I'm just thinking all kinds of things. They could bring...
Carolyn wants to say goodnight to all of you. She's calling it a night.
Oh. Hi, guys.
Good night, Carolyn.
Good night.
Yeah, I promise I'm gonna try and start watching General Hospital.
Oh my God! With Shane Siskel and Elizabeth Hendrickson, with Lucas coming. Can I say Chase again? Hopefully they'll have him shirtless very soon.
Oh yeah, he's yummy. He's yummy.
Yeah, it's definitely enough to at least get you started, and then of course there's Finola Hughes. I mean, she's
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, right. I saw that. Yeah, she's coming back, right? Okay.
No,
okay.
She's back on canvas now.
Oh, okay.
And the chemistry between her and Michael Easton, I did not, when I heard this is where they were going, I did not understand. I did not feel like it would be anything worth watching. And oh my God, because they botched Michael Easton for 2.5 years. And they finally got it right. I mean, when they brought the Steve, the vampire and all that back, they had a bit with that. But other than that, silence, no, they just did not play it well. So finally, and I liked him and Hayden, but I mean, this is the surprise of 2018 for me, General Hospital wise.
Oh, okay.
They are so worth watching, and it's subtle, which is a wonderful thing.
It's subtle.
It's humorous. It's subtle, and it's slow too. So much in the soap world. I mean, we'll get to B&B, and I'm probably going to check out before we do. But I mean, so much in the soap world moves so fast now that you're like, when these storylines like Ben and Sierra, and now Finn and Anna come along, it's actually a breath of fresh air to see some classic soap movement. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
But please give General Hospital a good chance, because they're definitely moving back in the positive direction. I'll give it that.
Okay, sounds good. Well, you guys have a great weekend, and I hope Pam's feeling better. She said on the message that she was getting a little better, so that's good. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
September 13th.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay, and I will, of course, we'll be talking on Messenger.
Yep, absolutely. Have a great weekend, honey.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you. You too. Bye for now.
All right, back to General.
Yep.
So I guess everyone knows how I feel about Finn and Anna by now.
Yeah.
Candice?
Yes.
I agree with you.
I like the actors. That's a positive. I like the actors. That's
all right.
Yeah, that's a positive. I'm glad that they're on General Hospital. I'm glad they're working, and I love them. And that's all I got.
Okay.
Let me know when Hayden comes back. Okay. Let me know when Hayden comes back. Then we can talk about Finn and Hayden. Yeah.
Oh, and now what we finally found out who the other person next door to Carly was. And I was talking to Candice about this earlier, and Candice, I'm standing with you. I'm a little disappointed.
I'm very disappointed.
This is one of those build-ups. This was one of the build-ups that I was like, all right, General Hospital proved me wrong. For the first time in so long, please, I am begging to prove me wrong. It was no-brainer to a lot of fans. I'm pretty sure that we all seen, and going back earlier this year, Kevin's behavior, the brain in the jar, the way that he talked, the way that he kind of challenged. There were certain key elements leading up to it, and for it to be like, when Carly said to Kevin, I saw you, and it was like, and there it is.
No, I missed that point where I couldn't get a good look at him when they were taking her away to the ECT, and she turned away and says, "Wait a minute," and I didn't get a good look at him then, and only when I heard when she says, "I thought I saw you," when he came over, and then I said, "That's when I went over to you, Candice," and I said, well, now we know how Laura's going to fit into this a little bit.
Yep.
I was just like, all right. And then, like people said, people were going back into, this is why I said with soap fans now, it's interesting that some soap fans don't remember Kevin and Ryan and that whole, so, well, we do, but some don't. They're like, oh, he had a twin who was a serial killer? What? Like, this guy? He's boring. Who is he? And for them to, I give them kudos. Let me say this. General Hospital, you get kudos because John is a valiant MVP, in soaps. This was a good way to bring back Laura because now the question is, who did she marry? But I hope they have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
And an end. Yes. And I gotta say, just as a true General Hospital fan, I hope this storyline somehow involves Lucy. It would be a real shame if it'll be a real shame if it doesn't. But
and Felicia and Mac.
And Felicia and Mac, Bobby. Let's bring them all in.
Yeah. I love that. I love that Bobby wasn't, in Seattle or wherever the hell she's been, during this Michael thing. I'm really glad that they pulled her out, of the closet. But she does look like a duck, man. It's kind of sad.
You know be nice. Be nice.
I'm trying to be nice, but she's the Joan Rivers of the soap world.
Well, I could think of somebody else, but I'm not going to say because things happen in life. And
Taylor,
I want to be really good. I'm sorry, Agnes Nixon. I'm sorry, William J. Bell. I'm sorry, Erna. I'm sorry. I have to be a good soap person right now. Make sure you guys let me if y'all want to know who I'm really talking about. The shade of it all.
And right now I am confused. Because I know who the bad one was, but at this point I'm sort of confused because does Kevin have Ryan in there or does Ryan have Kevin in there?
Oh, I think it's Ryan has Kevin in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Ryan has Kevin in there too.
Now, that's why I said, who did Laura marry? Because, like I said, if you go back to earlier, when was it?
The interactions with Franco. Yeah.
Yeah, the interactions with Franco. And like I said, even before this story, really, it was the brain in the jar. And when Ryan Kevin / Ryan had said, I'm using it for a study to see how, these behavior patterns go. And I'm like, wait a second, hold up. that didn't sound like. Then I was like, well, maybe it's the writing. But the more I thought, like, it was just like you said, the interactions with Franco. I'm like, serial killer to serial, like a killer to a killer. I'm like, I'm watching you, and I'm like, the mannerisms. Like, I'm like, they've been talking about his brother too, and I'm like, okay, let's see, GH, are you going to do it or are you going to surprise me? But when Carly said that line, she's like, I thought I saw you. I was like,
no. And the thing,
I was like,
and the other question is when it happened.
Yeah, because quite honestly, it could be a few years, and that Kevin is still in there in love with Lucy. That Kevin has no idea. Kevin has no idea that Donald Trump is our president.
He's been with Eve the whole time. What?
Oh no.
That would be interesting. I'm like, dang, it's been 20-something years. What? I think I'm trying to remember. Did Laura and Kevin go away on a honeymoon?
No.
Darn it.
Because she had to go with.
Well, there goes that theory. That's right. So it could have happened this way. GH, if I'm right on this, or I'm writing the story for you, please message me for my check. Thank you. To do my check. I think what probably happened is, picture, if you will, that Kevin goes to see Ryan, right, in like a transformation, like a transfer situation. I don't know if that's how it really works, but whatever. And somehow Kevin was able to be released from his straitjacket, and he grabbed somebody's needle, Ryan grabbed a needle and, put it in Kevin for him to go unconscious, and they did the switcheroo there. And because it's a nut house, Kevin is like, I'm not Ryan. I don't know who you're talking about. And they're looking at him like, yeah, okay. That's the only way I can see this happening, is that it was a in-hospital switcheroo. By the way, you're welcome.
I'm just because I remember
Ryan supposedly
Ryan had a fix on Felicia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because she knew him first.
Right.
Am I correct in that?
But they could always rewrite it. They can always rewrite there's certain things that they're probably going to rewrite, unless that's how we're going to really officially know that it's Ryan. If he sees Felicia, like maybe at the Labor Day picnic or something, because Labor Day is coming up. So, maybe there's a point where he sees her and corners her, and he does something to make the viewers finally realize who it is. Again, GH, check. Please make sure you put it in PayPal. Just saying.
And honestly, GH, you could take a look at Days of Our Lives the past week, and and definitely get a refresher course on history, how important history is.
Because this week you messed up kind of big time. Well, I'm not going to say big time, but you threw off the GH timeline by showing Morgan Stone Corinthos born in 94.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God. That just. I know Candice and I were having a ball with that one the other day, huh, Candice?
It's like, there's certain things, and I did catch some heat. I caught some heat because people was like, Candice, you always have to have something negative to say about GH, and it's not me. When I say that I have a relationship with General Hospital, a good and a bad, this is probably one of the bad, because there was one thing that you were supposed to do, GH, and you didn't proofread or proof whatever the scenery of that, because when they showed that close-up, and it said 94, and I'm like, Carly didn't arrive until 96. Yeah, Sonny was there, but it just threw everything completely off. So if you're going to say that Carly was there before 92 to have Michael, and Jason had his memories, he wasn't crazy. Well, not, crazy, but you know what I mean. Like, that's a complete era of General Hospital that's just now been twisted because of that era. Yeah. Unless Frank is doing one of those, what is he usually doing, like, lately on Twitter? Like, saying, can you find this piece, like, what part of the set it goes to or something? I don't know, but, and even that, Stone would be alive. 94, Stone died, what, in 95, right? 95, yeah, doing my math here. Yeah, so, yeah, I just, you should have saw my face when I saw that. I was like, we had one job to do. And people picked up on it on social media. General Hospital fans aren't stupid.
No, they're not.
No.
It's just Soros throws everything off. Hey, I think we have a caller.
All right.
Woo-hoo.
Anyone want a caller? Let me see who this is. Hold on. Take Two Radio Soaps and Review. This is David, Anthony, and Candice. Who's calling, please?
This is Soap Fan Fiction, and how are all of you today?
Hi.
Oh, my God. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are all of you?
Doing good.
I know this voice.
Yes, I do.
You met me at Fan Club Weekend.
I met you at GH.
Yep.
Stephanie.
Yes, sir. And I believe Miss Candy Poo is there with you as well. And
yup. Hey, girl.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, just talking about soaps, doing my thing.
I thought y'all was doing a little soap talk today, and I figured I'd just call in and check in.
Well,
what are you loving?
Here. What are you loving on General Hospital right now, and what is throwing your mind off?
What am I loving on General Hospital?
Yeah.
What am I liking on General Hospital? I'm loving Cameron Alexander Weber. Oh, my God.
Yes.
That child is awesome. He's everything that I wanted him to be. He's snarky and sarcastic. He doesn't give a crap, just like his daddy. And he's a perfect blend of both of his parents. So,
Amen.
And talking back to Franco today and talking about, well, at least I don't have to apologize to all the people that I killed. And just, I think at the moment I almost had to, pop champagne at that moment. I was just like, okay, more, please. And Aiden being a special princess, I'm fine with that, too, because Aiden should be a mess. Aiden has been forgotten and overlooked and basically shoved off on Grams and Cameron since the day after she found out he wasn't a Cassadine.
God bless him.
Oh. I wouldn't have quite put it that way.
Since she found out, since the day that Jake got hit by the car while she was reading Aiden's DNA results, she ain't thought about that child since. And we still don't quite know what the DNA results said. I still think he's a Cassadine.
I still think he's a Cassadine, too.
Because every single Spencer ignores him. None of them have anything to do with that boy. If that's Lucky's child, Lulu, Laura, Leslie, Bobby, all of them ignore that boy. He's the same age as Rocco. Why aren't they on play dates?
True.
Laura, the only time you see Laura with those boys is at Christmas, and that's for a few hot seconds. They go hug Grandma, and then she's gone again. But she's got everything in the world for Spencer.
Well, honestly, I mean, they've been stuck up in Grandma Audrey's attic for the longest time. I'm surprised Cameron escaped, quite honestly.
The fact that they finally aged Cameron is great. If it was going to be finally a Liz story, and everyone knows I'm not the hugest Liz fan, but this is what I wanted for her, because I'm like, in order to get her to where Carly is, you were going to have to age those kids, because other than that, she was going to just be stuck in that perpetual chasing after a man phase. And if you could get her with, fighting for her kids and fighting, for that, then you were going to be able to get her out of that cookie cutter box that they'd stuck her in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they did that on purpose because they were trying to get rid of the character.
Well, no, they kept saying, she's too young to have teenage children.
Yep.
While she's raising teenage children.
In real life. Like,
and they were just like, no, her porcelain skin. I'm like, what's her skin got to do with her raising teenagers? I said, Olivia is only 3 years older than Dante in real life. So, and when you were going to make Claudia and Johnny Z mother and son, how was that going to work?
They were more like lovers than mother and son. Like,
but
all right.
my biggest wish always was for them to age Cam and Jocelyn and Jake and Emma, and then just have that quad just fighting it out, just like they did for Liz and Robin and Carly. If you have Jocelyn in love with Jake, but have Cam chasing after her and Emma's around there too, that puts Carly, Robin, and Liz all in that same category, fighting over Jason's son, which is where we started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you have Oscar. You know you like Oscar.
I like Oscar.
Oh, please. Everybody on Twitter know I'm not an Oscar fan.
I know, but I was trying to spare some positivity stuff. What do I say? So we gotta spread the love.
Oscar was not annoying yesterday, or was it the day before?
He wasn't that bad.
Yeah, he was not annoying that day. See, positivity. So, but he still bores me.
I think with that, like the teen scene of General Hospital, like I think, like you said, Stephanie, I think we all can agree. Every General Hospital fan was waiting for Cameron to grow up. Really, technically speaking, he's supposed to be in the age with TJ, Kiki, and Molly, but we'll let that slide because he's now a teenager. And to have him and Jocelyn kind of be the runners right now of that little group, that's given a lot of people life because, you do have Elizabeth and Carly in the same orbit. They're not fighting over a man. This is about the
kids. And they're going to fight for their kids. And Carly is going to protect Jocelyn and fight for Jocelyn with everything that she's got, like she does for Michael. Maybe she'll finally, cut the cord with Michael and let him be the 26-year-old man they've made him now.
I hope so.
I'm waiting for her to give Michael a pacifier and change his diaper. I'm like, can he finally stand on his own 2 feet?
I mean,
and
know
Jason
what?
came back and he acts like Michael's still in the diaper too. I gotta protect Michael no matter what. No, Michael was doing quite well without you for 6 years. He was dating women and getting married and having babies and all without you.
Let me ask this question. I'm going to throw this out because you brought up about Michael. With the recent situation going on with Michael right now, and this was posted on social media, do you guys think GH should do an addiction storyline with him?
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Yes, but I don't know if he has the chops to pull it off.
I do. I don't think, I very much bashed Michael over the years. I don't think they've given Drew the material. That's his name in real life, right? Drew?
Chad. No, Chad Duell.
Oh, that's right, Chad Duell. I don't think they've given him the material. Shades of it came out when Sabrina died, of how good he really could be. I just don't think that they've given him something really good to play with.
They gave him greatness when they made him turn on Sonny and Carly and took Sonny's child and called them out for what they were. That Michael was amazing. And then they just kind of went, no, we can't have him being mad at the king and queen. Go back to thinking that the sun always rises on them, and you just lost all of that momentum.
Yep.
Well, just think about who was writing for that show at the time too. I mean, I'm not throwing shade at the yeah. The thing is, I agree. I mean,
I promise Miss Pammy that I'd be nice today, so I'm gonna just let it go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Now I'm also liking. I'm more intrigued by Kevin and Ryan, because if that was supposed to be, as we were tweeted to, wait for the big surprise, and I just put that on social media, is that the surprise? Because we all know that Kevin is in Ferncliff and Ryan is walking loose. But what's the point when everyone that Ryan would be attacking is no longer on the show, and they are recurring mode where they're never around?
This is why I think Anthony and David said the same thing. It's like, this is why General Hospital needs to watch Days of Our Lives. This is also why they should watch a little bit of Young and the Restless, because this is where the vets, this is their time. This is where this is the perfect opportunity for Frank and them to kind of not prove everybody wrong, but to honor those who made this upcoming story of Kevin and Ryan so good. Have it be a little less Peter, more Felicia and Mac, Bobby, Lucy.
First of all, Mac and Felicia and Lucy would know that's Ryan right off the bat. With Lucy sitting there with him today, and she didn't pick up on anything, it's kind of like, okay, maybe he's not giving off the right vibe yet. But Lucy and Felicia should know that's Ryan.
Right. That's why I said, Stephanie, like beforehand, I said what they need to do, General Hospital needs to take this story. I'm giving General Hospital some kudos. I know, right? They're doing a good job with certain stories of giving us good build-up and a good payoff. There's so far two stories on that show that I can actually say that about. But this would be the good one. It's like slow build-up. Like, okay, you know, maybe Ryan wanted to see how he was going to do in front of Lucy. Somebody who, we all said, would know. Okay, like he's gotten better over the years for getting, the whole persona of Kevin down, that he can fool even the person who could probably pick up it on first. But
yeah,
then,
and I had to go back and pick up to see if Laura would even recognize or know Ryan in this scenario, because I'm like, there's no way she would, and that's why she would be able to marry him, because she doesn't. I said she wasn't around enough for the Ryan stuff, so obviously Laura's not going to know, but everyone that would be is just peripheral right now.
Right, that's why I said the big build-up could be at the Labor Day cookout or something, picnic, where he sees Felicia and corners Felicia, and Felicia's like, oh, Ryan, or Kevin, like, hey, what are you going? And then Kevin, a.k.a. Ryan, say something that triggers Felicia. Be like, wait a minute, that's something Kevin normally won't say.
You bring the new generation into it, because now that Felicia and Mac have baby James most of the time, now you add another element of danger, because what if Ryan gets reattached to Felicia? She's always got the baby with her, and now, he's not after just Felicia. Maybe he wants Felicia and baby James to start his own little family the way he wanted to so many years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're welcome, General Hospital. Well, because
I've never seen a mother spend less time with her newborn child than Maxie.
No, well, I got one of you.
Think about her first child, so it's not surprising.
Oh.
My friends are arguing all the time. She still has never gone back to court to even try to get shared custody. I said Georgie is just this child in Seattle that she don't think about no more.
Like, wait a minute. Don't I have a brother? Don't I got a mom? Surprise everybody.
And I'm intrigued by the baby switch for two fronts. I wish they wouldn't be repeating the same storyline y'all just told a few years ago with Sam and Taya and the babies, but maybe you'll learn from what you did wrong that time. And I wish this really was about Brad and Lucas and what this is going to do to them. We all know this is going to end up being about the Corinthos and the Quartermates, and Brad and Lucas are going to be the afterthought.
Yeah.
It's
couldn't have said that better myself.
And I wish that Brad had told Julian everything, including the fact that he's now grandsoning to the Corinthos heir, because that would make it even more, because then Julian has got two secrets on you, Sonny. He knows you up to something with his club, and I got your grandson. Just like you took my family from me, I happen to have one of yours now.
I can't believe he told Julian that I found that.
I
found a homeless woman.
When Brad said there was a homeless woman in the middle of the night walking along the road with the baby, and I stopped and I offered her to take the baby from her, and she said, okay. I'm like, she didn't ask you for money. She didn't ask you for that fancy car over there. She just said, here's my baby, and go about your day. If I'm homeless, I'm at least ask you for that car. You ride around in an Escalade. You can give me somewhere to live.
I mean, I'm glad that the character of Nell is going to be recurring. But like we all said, too, what if the birth mother wants to come back for that child?
I wanted the birth mother so bad. I wanted that to be the reason that she came back, because she's acting really sketchy. I'm like, what if because she came back right around the time the birth mother started making her claims. So I'm like, what if she came back to check on her child? Because remember, she kept the birth mother kept making all those concessions. I don't want them with this person. I don't want them with that person. I want to know everything that's going on with the child. I'm like, that's someone that knows Port Charles really well, that they knew what to ask for. And they made sure to say, I didn't want Julian involved in the child. And I said, that's why she stepped forward, because remember the first thing Brad did? Put the baby in Julian's arms, start making videos and pictures of it. I'm just like, maybe she saw one of your videos with Julian holding her child.
And Julian does have the pictures to see if the baby, I mean, like, when Mike said the baby looks like Carly, I'm like,
Mike.
You ever have those moments where you're like, you pretend that you're actually in the scene on the soap, and you just have that look like, okay, nobody else picked up on that? Like, okay, well, we're going to pretend we didn't hear that then.
He kept saying how the baby looked like Carly, the baby looked like Michael, and everybody just kind of oh, yeah, that's just sweet Mike. He's so confused. It's like, okay.
He doesn't have red hair. Wait a second.
He doesn't have red hair yet.
Okay. Maybe it'll be dark hair. I don't know.
Now, not liking, I'm still waiting. Y'all brought back my Tams Braun. I'm still waiting for a storyline. Y'all don't go get a heavy hitter, put her up in the major leagues, and then just let her sit on the bench. What was the point of bringing her back? Because Kim and Julian are great together, but that's it. That's what she's back for.
And they teased that she was going to be instrumental in the Drew storyline. I'm telling you, they changed. They realized how badly they botched it up and scrapped it for the most part.
We complained about how badly they did Jake Doe. Y'all said, hold my beer, and we can make it worse, and managed to do so. I'm just... Yeah. Because this storyline has been botched since September of last year and continues down this rabbit hole of awful. I'm like, now we've got this weird DA running around trying to hold on to Drew's memories so he helps her take down his brother and his former best friend. And we're supposed to find it romantic that she wants to romance the guy. You're holding his memories hostage. There's nothing romantic about this.
That's true.
I'm just so proud how far we've come in soaps.
The best show the best show on any network right now is Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives kicked open the door, said, look at us now, and I cannot wait until Emmys. They're going to be sitting in the front row with big giant grins on their faces, walking away with award after award.
Yep.
And there will be other people sitting on another side of the stage crying and crying and crying.
Well, I can't say that I disagree with you. Do you watch the TBS shows?
Sadly, I'm a TV addict, so I watch all of them.
And that's why she's my friend.
Yeah.
I do as well. But on that note, I was away for the summer. I have not caught up on my Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful. I'm sadly by watching, the posts online. I'm not entirely sure that I even want to even bother trying to catch up on Bold and Beautiful.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't deserve that punishment. You can join in right now. You're good. You don't deserve to punish yourself.
You're a little behind, huh?
Do a binge watch.
No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched Bold at all in July and August.
Well, just think, Bold and Beautiful. Never have to catch up on. Just think, Liam is just switched from one sister to the other. He'll get bored in 2 months. He'll go back to the other sister. It's kind of like the Ridge and Brooke thing. They just go back and all you do is go back and forth.
How dare y'all?
You just missed the cat fight yesterday.
Yeah, you made an interesting point. You made an interesting point the other day. Do you think my theory is right that Taylor there is definitely something wrong with her?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. They turned her into a cartoon.
So on that note, I hope you guys don't mind, but it has been a very long week for me, and I don't have my CBS down. So I am going to say goodnight, and I will be caught up with at least the Young and the Restless by the next show.
You're going to be able to watch Phyllis go off on Summer. That's the best part. When she reaches back and tries to smack Summer back to childhood.
I'm so excited about, see, Young and the Restless I've caught here and there. I am so excited about the last couple of weeks that I'll be able to just fast forward through the boring shit stuff, excuse my language, and get to the hotness. But, so I will see you guys on the next show. Please forgive me for leaving early, but my animals need food and I need bed.
Okay, thank you, Anthony.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Candice, Soap Fan Fiction, and me.
Yeah, here.
Well, let's go over Y&R a little bit, and then we'll hit B&B, and then we'll say goodnight.
Okay.
Y&R. Y&R. Mariah. And maybe Kyle would be interesting. It would be weird.
I gotta give kudos. I have to give kudos to Young and the Restless for this, because I know this is such an unpopular, opinion. I like the fact that Kyle is Mariah's friend. Like, I like their friend vibe, And I also like the fact that they do have chemistry as well. I am still invested in the Mariah and Tessa because I don't know if they're trying to redo this the correct way that it was supposed to happen last year. But I like that that's a slow build up. I think they're trying to figure some things out. I could be wrong. But I do like the interactions that is going on.
I just can't believe they have Kyle. He's hot. He's rich. He's manipulative. And they can't find a pairing for him. It's just, he's been on long enough that you can't find a match for him. But again, that's the same problem with GH. Where's your next generation? Because at this point, when you've got Lily's kids as teenagers, but you still have Faith running around playing, with Play-Doh. No, you need to bring Faith up into that category.
Here's the thing about Kyle. Okay, I like the fact that he is that big man on campus kind of guy. Like, he's suave, he's sexy, he's, that guy. And I know a lot of people are not feeling the whole Summer and Billy storyline. I know that. I'm one of them, even though I like Summer's persona. I like her personality. I really wish, because somebody said, they're doing a Cruel Intentions with Kyle and Summer and Billy. And I was like, it would have worked out better if Kyle and Summer made a bet about Maddie.
Yep.
And I think I'm still kind of waiting for Maddie and Kyle to kind of be in each other's orbit for a minute.
You got to get Maddie to 18 in it. How old do they have Maddie right now?
Well, Maddie, they're talking about her.
Maddie and Charlie, they're about 16.
Yeah, so you're going to have to bump her at least to 18.
Well, not really, because you think about Lily and Kevin, or Lily and Daniel, or, you know, you can have the younger. Yeah, I mean, think about Cassie and Daniel. You know, Cassie was, you know, she was so infatuated with the older guys, you know, and I would love to see that, you know, kind of, you know, with this whole Lily situation that, you know, Maddie feels a certain type of way. She feels, you know, I don't know, and they could do something with that. But with Mariah and Kyle, I like the friendship.
I like their friendship, and like I said, I love that they have that underlying chemistry. This is the same like, you know, Phyllis and Michael. I mean, they have it past, but and you still feel the chemistry, but mostly it's about the friendship, you know, and that's you know the thing that you could do with Kyle and Mariah. I'll bail you out of the trouble you get into. I've got your back, you know, no matter what. Not mine. So, but like I said, for especially for Young and the Restless, you need people in that category, especially female people. In that category. I mean, even if you bring Daniel back to town with his daughter or bring Paul's daughter back, you know, something. You know, you brought back the Brooks girls for the anniversary. None of those Brooks girls had daughters that you could kind of maybe bring them back to Genoa City and, you know, something to kind of incorporate them into. Like I said, but this show still missed the boat. When Colleen died and you got Tracy coming back and forth, I would have had Tracy maybe adopt or foster someone, because Tracy Abbott not having a child when she's basically the matriarch of this show now is just sad.
Right. Yeah.
That is one woman that deserved to be a mom on this show.
Yeah, well, yeah. There is a Brooks offspring. It's Leslie's son Leslie had a son named Brooks.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so you could go back into your history, maybe poke around, maybe Snapper and I forgot the other brothers.
Greg.
Maybe they've got. I mean, you can bring some of Jill's nieces and nephews. I mean, you could find a way to bring some of the legacies in here and build up your next generation, because it can't be all about Victor. I mean, no one's going to watch a 90-year-old man still trying to make it out with a 30-year-old. Just So, and at this point you've got Noah. You couldn't figure out what to do with Noah, so you shipped him off. Which
there is.
You don't know what to do with Neil, because we all know Ashley's leaving. So to start the storyline with Neil and Ashley, we all know she's leaving, is kind of silly. And then he's got this another child out there, Moses, who he never mentions. He never visits.
He comes in once in a while.
He did visit Moses when they had when Christophe St. John was dealing with his
shoes,
stuff.
right?
And they had him
Moses. I'd rather have Moses back than cousin Nate, who ain't doing much for me.
You know what the crazy thing? Oh gosh, the Young and the Restless. Why we gotta do this to you, Young and the Restless? That's the thing.
Because we saw the ratings, and so Young and the Restless needs our help. They need some ideas.
Yeah, they do. I mean, and y'all know. Look, it's no secret. I do like my CBS soaps, and Young and the Restless is my go-to since Gone Like Nasty Work. Ain't on anymore. Stop. With Nate, I feel as though they brought him in with a purpose. He had a purpose. They wouldn't have brought Nate on if they didn't have a purpose. But I think because of the original purpose that they had didn't go through, and that is Hillary. Because you can't tell me that they weren't going to head for Hillary, Nate, Devon.
Yep.
Somehow, some way, they were going to do that. And because we all know what happened behind the scenes, I think they just
Michael's
contract
fell through.
Mm-hmm. So I think right now they're just like, okay, we're going to put Nate in the orbit of the Newmans. Who's available that could be with him? And I saw the chem test this week with Nate and Victoria, which I'm against.
What about Devon's sister? I mean, maybe have her come back again. That puts them in the same. I mean, that's not her relative, and we know they like to keep it in the family anyway. So,
well, I mean, with Victoria, you said why am I against the whole Nate and Victoria thing?
Yeah.
One, because many moons ago, some Young and the Restless fans don't remember this, and that's okay. Victoria and Neil was the item. They were engaged.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you got that. Two, I'm sorry, I know this is Young and Restless' biggest blunder of 2018 with the whole JT storyline. You cannot have this girl go into a relationship and not have, I still say, even though they botched that story, the aftermath, the effects of what JT did to Victoria needs to still be shown. If she's going to be in any kind of relationship, she needs to have those moments where, okay, if the guy drops something, she flinches. Or if he disagrees
comes up
with
behind her, without her knowing.
Right, right, just certain signs or whatnot, her paranoia, like if she does something wrong and he gets upset, she's going to, think that she's going to get hit. Like, these are certain things that Young and the Restless, even though, like I said, they botched the JT story with this whole thing, they still need to show the aftermath. And I think if you're going to have Nate and Victoria, it's too soon. I mean, they're already starting to pick up that she might have post-traumatic stress disorder, which is, hey, that's one thing, but don't rush her into a relationship. Nope.
So what do you guys think of the fact that they don't know what to do with Abby?
That's always been the case.
Well, she's with Arturo right now.
Arturo.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Once Arturo was with Nikki, you was kind of off limits. Ooh.
Well, see, Abby
she
has
doesn't
a pattern.
care.
Yes, I know.
Abby has a pattern. She goes with guys that been with either the stepmom, sister, or the mother.
Yes, definitely has a pattern. Oh, you've been with my family? Oh, well, then I'm in love with you.
I'm like Stitch. Stitch went between Ashley, Abby, and Victoria for a minute. And then you got a Toro with Nick. I mean, look, it happens on all soaps, but I mean, down the line, right now it's still fresh. I still am anticipating an Abby Devon for a moment. Not saying it's going to be a legit, love, all that. It's just they have chemistry too, and down the line, but who knows? I don't write for the show.
I want to see what they're going to do with Ray. If you're going to do Ray and Sharon, then that'll be interesting, because it'd be nice for Nick to actually have to fight for Sharon for a change instead of her running around chasing after Nick, especially when she finds out he went back to Phyllis again.
But
I have another match for Ray. Candice.
Would it be who I think it is? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Candice will take it.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I would. You notice I just didn't agree to that. And it's funny because Young and the Restless did put out a casting call for an African American businesswoman named Candice in her mid-30s. Boom. Thanks, Young and the Restless.
And now that they're bringing Brittany back again, I don't know. Again, I think it's just short term from what I'm hearing. But again, if Brittany is with Raul, why? I mean, how do you? And you've got a child. How do you have so much time to keep? So, I mean, if you're going to bring her back, bring her back. I mean, just
okay. But think about Finelli on General Hospital. How many times did she come to Port Charles without that child? Just okay. Yep. Yep.
Finelli's a whole of a kettle of fish.
Let's go to B&B because we got to close in a couple minutes.
Bold and Beautiful. Okay. Taylor is insane, and Thorne. They don't know what to do with him, and I'm still trying to figure out why you recasted Thorne, because the other one would have been just as fine with the storyline that's being played. So I'm still waiting to see why you thought, IR could bring something different, because he hasn't. He's doing the same exact storyline.
I think the reason was a personal situation.
I know it was probably the off-camera issues, but but when you brought him on, he can play a heavy hitter. Then you should beef up, because the fact that he's the real Forrester and he has no say in the family company and he's okay with that. To this day, why aren't you fighting for your rights in that company? Your nieces and nephews are basically shutting you out of your own company.
Yeah, he should get in there more.
And not only that, but we're going to pretend that Thorne and Taylor never happened. Okay. Because every time I look...
I'm not pretending. I'm not pretending.
I mean, at this point, I would even take Macy. I mean, Bobby's available. Why not maybe have Macy come back? I mean, at least give Thorne something to do. But because I still don't think you should have killed this child. I mean, that was the one thing that Thorne had that was his.
That was him. Yeah.
Well, they were trying to because of the anniversaries. And the thing is that I constantly say this. There are certain things from Bold and Beautiful that would have worked when it originally happened. The triangle. Thorne, Brooke, Ridge, Taylor / CAROLYN, whoever you want to put the third party in or whatnot. The thing is, it worked so well because they all had their own lives. They weren't constantly every 2 weeks, I love you and stuff like that. And with this go around, I'm glad that they wrote Steffi as a Beyonce. In other words, being a queen bee that she truly is. But I don't really buy it as much because I'm waiting for something else to drop.
As soon as Liam blinks his little eyes, she's going to go running right back. So if you're going to be a queen, be a queen. Make him come to you. Don't go running back after him again because he's too wishy-washy.
And that's the thing. With these three characters, and I will say this about Bold and Beautiful, they did kind of do a good job. I liked what Steffi said about that she's seen this play out. Between her and Hope, they've seen the going back and forth. Ridge treated the other family better than his. But at the same time, let's not forget, Taylor and Brooke had a huge part in their daughters' messed up lives. So, but mostly Ridge. But for Steffi to say, we need to be better than that. And I was like, I will applaud them for doing that. For Liam to say to Steffi, hey, look, we're connected, not because of our child. And we have to show her that what we meant to each other wasn't a joke. And I'm waiting for Hope to kind of get that clue. Like, guess what? You're married to him. But guess what? He also has a second family. And sometimes you may not be the first pick. It may be the children.
And she's lived that. She's lived that with Ridge and Brooke. So that's what I'm saying. Both of them, Hope can come from that, from both sides going, we've lived this. So I know sometimes you're going to put them first, and I get that. And then maybe still have that jealousy because it's not like Brooke wasn't jealous when you were going to take care of Taylor, But, but for Hope to come back and give us a new actress, but she's still kind of playing it kind of with the same vibe. It's just like, you didn't like the way Brooke was your whole childhood. Right. Now you're kind of being Brooke.
Yeah. And Brooke is acting like Stephanie in a sense that is just like, wow. Like, we're seeing this happening. Like, Brooke wants the best for her children, as well as any parent. But the way Brooke has been doing certain things, it does remind me of Stephanie. How she interfered with Ridge and Thorne's love life and trying to make everything so perfect and the way and shun the, Brooke out and whatnot. But can we talk about that cake fight?
Momentarily, yeah.
Okay. I can't.
Let's get some cake out.
I can't. Okay.
I just felt bad for the cake because it looked really pretty until they got a hold of it. So.
It worked better when Steffi and Hope did it a couple of years ago when Steffi threw the cake on Hope when she was with Oliver.
It worked even better when Kat and Jill on Young-and-the-Restless had that giant.
Bingo! It worked even better when Lizzie from Guiding Light and Ava was going at it at Coop's birthday party.
Oh, Lord.
Right. Let me just say it right now. This was so uncalled for. Any Bold and Beautiful fan has been waiting for Brooke and Taylor. okay, the two queens, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But the way that they're writing Taylor now, like everybody has said, a buffoon, a cartoon version of herself, and you have Brooke, and I'm like y'all really are stripping yourself to a low with this. Like, you're supposed to be grown women, and for your daughters to see you guys act childish, no wonder they're acting the way that they are. Look at
And I would have had Taylor come back stronger. I mean, again, she's been gone for a while. I would have had her come back stronger. You can't use Sheila anymore. Maybe have her be a little bit of a villain and be like, you know what, I've had to take a backseat to you, Brooke, through every member of the Forrester family, and my kids are going to be doing the same thing. And just have her go after them, but just because this is for her kids, not because you're fighting over Ridge again or you're fighting over Thorne again, but because I'm not going to have it anymore.
Well, do you remember that Taylor was with Rick? So
I know.
Yeah, I remember that.
These are things that I tried to place out of my mind. It's kind of like, Brooke, with her daughter's boyfriend talking about, I didn't recognize that 20-year-old man versus this 50-year-old man I've been with for 25 years.
No comment.
This is
the movement
guys, we have to wind up now.
That would have gave you a little hint.
Soap Fan Fiction, it has been so much fun having you call in for us tonight.
Thank you. It's been nice talking to you guys.
I'm glad. I hope you do it again.
I promise. Yay. So you guys have a good night. Enjoy Days of Our Lives tomorrow. Even better. We're gonna get a Friday cliffhanger that will have us talking all weekend.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. And we hope to hear from you soon.
Okay, have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Hey, my girlfriend Candice.
Hey.
This has been so much fun. I just wish I could have gotten some words in because you were all saying things that I wanted to say. But we got it all done.
We're passionate.
We're passionate people. So I'll see you back in 2 weeks, and I'll be talking to you on social media.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Get connected with Take Two Radio on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio. For email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit TakeTwoRadio.com.